In this video, we're going to walk through how to correctly connect and install your FloorVisio console box when you receive it. Please note, at any time, you can power cycle the FloorVisio console box to restart this procedure. Part 1. Physical installation. When you receive your FloorVisio console box, begin by connecting the hardware. Step 1. Connect to the network. If possible, connect the console box to your network using a LAN Ethernet cable. If a wired LAN connection is not available, we will walk you through setting up a wireless internet connection later in this tutorial. Step 2. Connect the peripherals to your FloorVisio console box. Plug a USB keyboard into the console box. Plug a USB mouse wired or wireless into the console box. Note, these will be removed once the initial setup has been completed and will not be needed unless system changes that require access to the FloorVisio console box is required. Step 3. Connect it to a TV. Using a micro HDMI to HDMI cable, connect the console box to a TV or monitor using this port. Turn on the TV and set the input to match the HDMI port you connected to on your TV. This is also a good time to disable any sleep timers, power off timers, or screensavers on your TV and adjust the auto input settings as needed to ensure the correct HDMI input stays active. Step 4. Now plug in the power supply to the FloorVisio console box. The FloorVisio console box will boot up and you'll see a startup screen such as this. Important information on the startup screen. On this screen, you will see the FV tag ID number. You will need to make a note of this. You will need it later. In the lower right-hand corner, you will see your wired Ethernet connection status and your wireless connection status. Optional: setting up wireless. If you require or prefer to use Wi-Fi instead of LAN. If the FV tag ID screen is currently being displayed, or if a FloorVisio screen is showing on the attached keyboard, press and hold the Control key and then press the W key. This will close the FloorVisio ID tag screen or FloorVisio screen that is showing. In the upper right corner, click the network icon. The icon with arrows pointing up and down. Select your company's wireless network and enter your Wi-Fi password. Now click Connect. You will see that you are now connected to your Wi-Fi network in the upper right-hand corner. Next, you need to adjust the screen orientation for vertical displays. By default, the console ships in standard horizontal orientation. If you plan to mount your TV vertically, recommended for work centers, you'll need to rotate the display. To change the display. If the FV tag ID screen is currently being displayed or a FloorVisio screen is showing, you will need to hold down the Control key and press the W key. This will close the FloorVisio ID tag screen and or the FloorVisio screen that is showing. In this case, the FloorVisio ID tag screen has already been closed. Now we can click the red pineapple icon located in the upper left corner of the screen. We will hover over Preferences and select Control Center. In the menu on the left, select Screens. In the drop-down, you will hover over your screen, then you will hover over Orientation, and you will select the orientation that you want to change this to. In this example, we will choose Left. Now we will click Apply. We'll see the dialog prompt. It's easiest to press Tab on your keyboard and then enter for OK. We see now that the screen has been rotated to a different orientation. Repeat this process until the screen orientation matches your installation. Now you will restart the FloorVisio browser kiosk. Locate the FloorVisio browser kiosk icon, and you will double-click on the icon. You will see the dialog box will appear. You will highlight the Execute key and press or click on Execute. Part 2. Assigning the FV tag in FloorVisio. Now we will configure the console inside your FloorVisio system. Log in using a user account that has permissions to edit system settings. Next, we will navigate to the machine setup. We will click on View, hover over Settings, and click Machine Setup. Now we will click Step 4, Display Settings. Understanding the display options. You will see multiple screen locations. You have an overview screen, which shows an overview of all of the work orders in your system. You have an actively working screen. This displays each employee's current job and clock and status. And then you have screens 1 through 25. Each screen has a field labeled FV tag. You will assign the FV tag using the FV tag shown on your TV. In this example here, we will type that in exactly as it is displayed here into the FV tag field for the screen you want displayed. Please note, the FV tag is case sensitive. Once we type this into the FV tag field for the screen we want the display to be shown, we will click on Save Settings. If we go back to our TV, we'll see that it has already updated to the overview screen for this FloorVisio instance. At any time, you can move the screen by changing the FV tag to another screen and clicking Save Settings. Now when we go back to our screen, we'll see when it refreshes that it's now showing the actively working screen. And then finally, we'll move it down to this display here. We'll click Save Settings. We'll come back to our screen. We'll see that now it has updated to be this Work Center screen. Note that within your machine setup, there's an Identify Screen checkbox. Please note this is used for setup and diagnostics only. When this is checked, any of the screens will display the FV tag ID at the top of the screen. It is not recommended to leave this enabled during normal operation. We'll turn that Identify Screens off and we'll see that when it refreshes, it is no longer showing. Installing multiple console boxes. You will repeat this entire process for each FloorVisio console box installed in your facility. Each console will have its own unique FV tag ID. Final summary. You'll connect the LAN, keyboard, mouse, HDMI cord, and the power adapter for the FloorVisio console box. You'll turn on the TV, you'll make note of the FV tag ID. You'll set up your wireless connection if required, and adjust the orientation if needed. Restart the FloorVisio browser kiosk application and assign the FV tag inside of your machine setup within FloorVisio. Finally, save the settings and allow the screen to update. Your FloorVisio console box is now fully installed and ready to display your live production data. You can remove the keyboard and the mouse from your FloorVisio console box once it is installed and displaying as you desire.